A candidate now with no party. Labour has tonight withdrawn its support from Azhar Ali in the Rochdale by-election. The party had stood by him for 48 hours, despite reports that he'd claimed Israel allowed the Hamas attacks to take place. Now, a complete change.
Why wasn't suggesting that Israel allowed October the 7th to happen? Why didn't that cross the threshold?
Well, Mr. Ali issued a full apology for his initial comments, but since then, new information has come to light, which meant that we had to take the difficult but necessary decision this evening to withdraw support from his candidacy.
A very different message from just yesterday morning.
He will be your candidate in Rochdale.
In the upcoming by-election, yes, he will.
Is it acceptable for Azhar Ali to remain a candidate?
The Labour leader dodging questions all day.
Associate itself.
But that silence increasingly untenable after a campaign group lodged an official party complaint about Azhar Ali.
Since when did we put the colour of the rosette before fighting hatred? I thought we'd learnt this lesson. We've been there before. We don't put careers or the colour of the rosette before fighting hate, before our morals. You know, this is just Rochdale, but the country is watching.
When the U-turn eventually came, even Labour's most seasoned veterans were left shocked.
And it is a total mess. It's absolute chaos. And I think there's a whole range of issues now that will be debated within the community about where people will go in terms of the votes on the day itself. I've never seen anything like this, to be honest.
It's now too late to change candidates in Rochdale, so Azhar Ali will still appear as Labour's choice on ballot papers, despite not having the backing of the party. It was just yesterday that frontbenchers were appearing alongside Mr Ali on the campaign trail, and it was just this morning that shadow ministers were suggesting that his initial apology was sufficient.
Lagging in the polls, the Tories have spied a political opportunity and accused Labour of being slow to act.
I was aghast that Labour hadn't dealt with it more effectively and more quickly than it has. It would be inconceivable, frankly, for the Labour Party to give this man the whip, should he be returned, and I hope he won't be, should he be returned as the MP for Rochdale.
A by-election thrown into disarray, rival party Reform UK questioned why it took Labour so long to act, while the Workers' Party of Britain said the party had brought disgrace to the constituency. The Lib Dems said the comments were already unacceptable. An old issue causing new problems for Sir Keir Starmer, a question of judgment and political priorities. With an election looming, it won't be the last.